Aries get mad. They get mad about every little thing. They don't really know how to sit down and have a conversation with you when they're upset. They would rather set your shoe collection on fire and like cut the crotch out of all your jeans. Like,
fuck it, check me out. I hit your phone like, what's up when you try and get this set?
Hey guys, it's Nyra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. What's up? Today, we're talking about the reasons your zodiac sign is single. Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
We're going through all 12 signs and talking about why your zodiac sign is single. How are you toxic in a relationship based on your sign? Okay, that's enough intro. Let's get into it. All right, I'm so excited to be filming another astrology video. So let's get right into this. All right, guys, let's start. I'm starting with Aries. Aries, god of war. Aries, you are single because you're hot-headed, okay? That's like the number one thing, like the number one reason. There are more reasons and we'll discuss them. But like, if there's just one reason that Aries is single, it's because they're hot-headed. Aries is the type to be like, oh, you staying 15 minutes late at work? Well, guess what? When you get home, all your stuff will be on the front lawn. You don't live here anymore. Have a nice life, Terrence. Everybody knows that one guy that's like, nah, man, I can't do that. My girlfriend's crazy. And like, the girlfriend's actually crazy, because y'all know that men be like saying that women are crazy, but they're really just reacting. Like, no, the men that are like, nah, like for real, my girlfriend's crazy, their girlfriend's probably an Aries. Aries get mad. They get mad about every little thing. They don't really know how to sit down and have a conversation with you when they're upset. They would rather set your shoe collection on fire and like cut the crotch out of all your jeans. And they don't really want to work through the problem. They want to be mad until they get over it. Aries are very childish in that way, and they're also very stubborn. So it's easy for them to neglect the actual problem and use the issue at hand for an excuse to be angry. Because sometimes Aries just want to be angry. That is a fact. If you're an Aries, even if you're not an Aries, don't even try to negate that. Sometimes Aries just want to be mad. And Aries can be very jealous. Aries don't want you looking at another guy or girl. Aries don't even want you looking at yourself in the mirror too hard. Like, Aries are like, I know you're not even thinking about loving anybody besides me. Aries are like, no, it's me or it's nobody. You either be with me or you die. So pick one. Aries is the sign that'll be like, so you mean to tell me you had a girlfriend before me? You're disgusting. How dare you? I say this in all my zodiac videos, and like Taurus really get mad at me about it, but like I don't really care who wants smoke, because I want smoke. I don't care. Taurus are boring to me. So like, I don't think I'd ever date one. On my Instagram, I discuss astrology a lot with my followers on my regular Instagram story and on like my close friend story, where we talk about like the more juicy stuff. And I have never once, like seriously, never once heard anyone say that they've had a good experience dating or like messing around with a Taurus. I've only seen negative experiences, so yikes. The first reason why Taurus are single is because y'all are boring. I'm so sorry, but wanting to get drunk every weekend is not a personality trait. You have to develop a personality. I know, it's shocking, right? Outside of that, Taurus can kind of be a little like distant. They really do need their space. So that brings problems in relationships, because it's like, you know, a lot of people need a lot of attention. They need a lot of reassurance. They need a lot of time. They want to spend time with you. They want to be with you every waking minute of every waking day. And Taurus really can't handle that. They just need their space. They need to be able to go out with their friends. They need like, they're busy. Okay. I'm so sorry. I got a lot going on. I can't hang out with you every day. Can't hang out with you every weekend. They're those signs, you know? Like, hanging out with you is cool and all, but like, I have other things to do. Being in a relationship with the Taurus also means if you're in it for the long haul, you better be traditional, okay? Very traditional. We're not having kids until we get married, and I want us to have a destination wedding like my parents did, because it's family tradition, and I want us to live close to my parents so that we can spend holidays with them. So if you're someone who wants to lead an exciting life and not have kids so you can travel the world in a van, newsflash, don't get serious with the Taurus. Not a good idea. Next, we're gonna move on to everybody's favorite zodiac sign, Gemini. Disgust me. I'm gonna let my concealer dry for a little bit, so we've got some time to talk while we talk about Gemini. Geminis are great friends. Geminis are terrible in relationships. Geminis have a difficult time prioritizing relationship. Gemini wants to feel wanted, but they don't want you feeling like they need you or feeling like that relationship is a priority. A Gemini will be like, look, this relationship is cool and all. I know I promised that I would come to your piano recital, and I know you've been working really hard on it all year, but my homeboy's having a party at his crib this weekend, so I think I'm gonna have to miss it, shawty. See you later. They're that kind of person when you're dating them. But Geminis can also be very two-faced. Geminis do what I like to call a fake compromise, or like a false agreement. So a Gemini will be like say you get into an argument with your Gemini girlfriend. She may say to you, you know what, honey, you're right. I'm sorry. I overreacted and I shouldn't have done that. And you think that everything is fine and you accept the apology and you're happy because it's resolved. But really, that Gemini just doesn't want to be arguing with you anymore, and they want to get away from you. And they're like, you know what, this is too much. So I'm gonna head out. And so they made you think that the situation was over by lying to shut you up. And then 6 months from now, she's gonna be like, and you know what, Roger, I wasn't overreacting that night at Applebee's. And you're gonna be like, I thought that we sorted this out, but apparently not. That's what Geminis like to do. They're very two-faced in that way. It's not always malicious like that. Sometimes they do it just to keep the peace and just because they care about you and they don't want to be arguing. But then sometimes they're like, yeah, I'm gonna use this for ammunition when I can't bottle up my feelings any longer. But yeah, also, everyone knows this. I know y'all probably expected me to say this first. Geminis be cheating. A Gemini is gonna cheat on you. You might not even ever find out about it, because some Geminis can be very intelligent. They can hide it really well. You might not find out. Just saying. Next is Cancer. Cancers. Oh. Me? Oh my goodness. Cancers just slap. Cancers to me, and okay, I'm not saying this because I'm a Cancer, like this is unbiased. If I look at all the signs and how they act specifically in relationships as well, to me, Cancers are objectively the most ideal partner. But we're not talking about the fact that Cancers are literally perfect, okay? We're gonna talk about the flaws of a Cancer too, right? Because we have to do that. If there's one reason, like the biggest reason I'm gonna say is that Cancers are high maintenance. Cancers require a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of physical affection. A lot of Cancers, their love language is like physical touch. And so they always want to be cuddly. They're super clingy emotionally and physically. You know, like in the grocery store, they need to be holding your hand or like on your arm, pushing the cart with you. You know, they're that kind of sign. But being clingy isn't so bad, you know? Like a lot of people can handle clingy. So let's get into the nitty gritty of it. Cancers are emotionally manipulative. Cancers are the type that will tell you it's okay if you go do something that they really don't want you to do, and then use it against you or guilt you after the fact. And then it's like, what do you want me to do? Like, I've already done it. Like, the ghetto. Cancers are actually really emotionally manipulative. And I'm a Cancer, so like by nature, I have to catch myself and be like, okay, that it's inappropriate. You can't do things like that. I had to literally check myself just earlier today. I was like, no, that's like borderline emotionally and manipulative, emotionally abusive. You can't do that to people. Cancers understand the power that they hold over someone in a relationship. Cancers also can really get hung up on power trips, but Cancers can they understand the power that they hold over someone when they're in a serious relationship, and they abuse it. They know exactly how to make you feel a certain way. It's not even always a negative thing. Like, they know how to make you feel really confident about yourself and really good about yourself, but they also will use their ability to make you feel some type of way for negative reasons. It's ugly. Cancers are also one of the signs that can be like super hot or cold. Talk about borderline personality disorder. Cancers can be like, they're either really in love with you and they want to be with you all the time and they're obsessed with you and they think everything you say is so funny, or they literally hate you. And that would make sense if it was warranted. But like, you don't have to do anything to a Cancer for them to go from being obsessed with you to just hating you for no reason. You can see a Cancer before they go to work and then not even speak to them all day, and then by the time they get home from work, they're just over you. Like, before they went to work, they were in love with you and you were the funniest person in the world, and then they get off of work and they come home to you and they're like, you know what? I think I don't want to be with you anymore. Cancers don't do well being in relationships with people that travel a lot. They get very jealous. That's another thing. Cancers can be very jealous because Cancers crave deep monogamy. Cancers are like, I need you to not be able to imagine yourself with anyone but me. And so they can't, you know, it's hard for them to be in relationships where there's a lot of physical or emotional distance. Next is Leo. Leos are needy, like Cancers are actually. But Leos are needy. They also need to be around you. They want to be with you all the time. They need to, you know, experience physical touch. Leos are just very needy in that way. And for some people, obviously that can be overbearing. I honestly believe if you can't date a Cancer, you probably can't date a Leo. Like, if you can't handle the clinginess, just stay away from Cancers and Leos, because no, they want to be with you all the time. They want to talk to you all the time. But Leos love to debate. If you're someone that's easily annoyed by, like, even if it's lighthearted, if you can't deal with like arguing, even if it's lighthearted or even if it's just debating, don't even think about dating a Leo. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. You will drive yourself crazy, because Leos always want to be debating because they like to be right. They want to argue about politics and race and religion and why they're right and you're wrong, basically. And like I said, oftentimes it's lighthearted. It's not always like, you know, they're angry or aggressive or whatever. That's just how they are. So if you can't handle it, don't date a Leo. I promise you a lot of Leos are single right now because of that attribute. 2 people in my life are Leos right now. 2 people that I'm really close with. And they both will admit it in some sense and then deny it in others. Leos are controlling. They need to be in control. They need to have their hands on everything. They need to make sure that they're the ones that are calling the shots. So if you're an alpha, don't skip Leos. I don't care if you've went on 4 dates with them and you're thinking about getting serious. The second that he or she tells you that they're a Leo, if you're an alpha and you need to be in control, run as fast as you can, because a Leo's not going to let that happen. Okay, am I even halfway through with any of these zodiac signs? Like, I feel like I'm saying them so slow because, like, my makeup's done. But I still have so many signs to go through. So this just went from being like a chit chat, get ready with me, to just a chit chat, I guess. Next is Virgos. So the thing about Virgos is they're the sign that, like, if no one else has it together, a Virgo does. Virgos are organized. They are planning. They, you know, they're on a tight schedule. They're on a strict diet. Virgos just have it together. But they're also very, very, very harsh self-critics. They can be super self-critical. So Virgos need a lot of reassurance. Virgos need someone that is going to tell, or not even a lot of reassurance, but they just benefit from it. Virgos need someone that's going to tell them, you know, you're doing a good job. Congratulations on following your diet. I'm proud of you. If you can't do that for a Virgo, then just keep it moving. Virgos, if there's one reason they're single, it's because they're intimidating. Virgo, especially Virgo women, Virgos are intimidating. And a lot of Virgos, like, when you get to know them, they're really playful and fun. On the outside, extremely intimidating. Just because they have it all together and they act like it and they present themselves like it. So it's like, you know what? I kind of don't want to deal with her. You know what I mean? They give off the vibe that's like, don't even come over here. And so a lot of men don't approach Virgo women because of that. If you are someone like a Leo or a Cancer that is clingy and needs to spend a lot of time with your significant other, that's a wrap when it comes to Virgos. Virgos are quality over quantity. They don't want to spend every day, every waking moment with you. They'll see you on the weekends, like leave me alone during the week, or like, you know, they have to set aside time for you, and they'd rather just it be really intimate and it be really fulfilling. So Libras are very, very affectionate. If you don't like PDA, you don't like affection, physical touch isn't your love language, don't date a Libra. If there's one reason that Libras are single, it's because they are choosing to be single. Libras are the sign that like don't really want to commit. They don't necessarily fall like hard and fast. Like they're not gonna just be head over heels and be like, oh, I just need to be in a relationship with this person. Libras are more like, I'm kind of good on my own. So like Libras are, it's hard to get them to commit. Libras, like Leos, like debating. They like, you know, going back and forth. They like lighthearted arguments. They want to debate with you. They want to explain to you why they think they're smarter than you are, or why they think what they think is right and what you think is wrong. But like I said, it's usually lighthearted, except for when it's not, because Libra is the sign that like if they're not happy with you in any aspect of a relationship, they're just gonna tell you. You won't have to guess. There's minimal passive aggression. They're just gonna be like, I don't like what you said to me at Applebee's yesterday. This is like the second time in this video that I've used Applebee's as a reference, and I hate Applebee's. I don't ever eat there. The food is nasty. Libras are the sign that's going to be very direct. Another thing with Libras is they are so social. So somebody that's a homebody, like a Cancer, or like some Scorpios can kind of be homebodies. Like Pisces too. Pisces can really be homebodies. But if you're a homebody, you and a Libra will have some trouble, because Libras want to be out. They want to be making friends. Libras can kind of get away with cheating because they have a lot going on. So usually that's why it's hard for them to commit, or they would rather just stay single, because Libras like to date. So yeah, what I said about Libras at the intro of them is actually very true. Like if Libras are single, it's because they want to be single. Scorpios, one of my favorite signs. I will die. I will step in front of a bus voluntarily before I date a Scorpio. It just cannot happen. Scorpio, to me, Scorpios and Cancers equal toxic. They need reciprocity in every single area. Like they are very much a I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of partner, which isn't always good. You know, to give back the same energy that somebody's giving to you it should be expected. That's healthy. But then it becomes a little bit excessive with Scorpios, because it's like, I bought you a present last week and it's been a whole week and you haven't done anything for me. You know, they're that sign. Scorpios also, and here's the thing, every Scorpio is gonna deny what I'm about to say, but they're all liars. Scorpios be cheating. Scorpios can be super controlling and super jealous, and I don't want you going here, I don't want you talking to him, I don't want you talking to her, but Scorpios be cheating. Just if you can't deal with always feeling like your partner's cheating, which literally no one should have to feel like that, just don't date a Scorpio. It's not gonna happen. Especially if you're insecure, don't date a Scorpio, because you're always gonna feel like somebody wants your man or somebody wants your girl, because they do. Scorpios are always being chased by someone, and most of them give in because they're cheaters. They're all gonna deny it, but it's the truth. Scorpios be cheating. And they also like to make sure that you aren't cheating, because it's okay when Scorpios cheat, but if you cheat on a Scorpio, oh, World War IV. Which is ironic, because they want reciprocity so much, but they want to cheat and not be cheated on. Next is Sag. If there's one reason Sagittarius are single, it's because they need too much. Standards through the roof, usually. They just require too much. And some Sagittarius will settle, but like then some of them just won't. Some of them will be like, no, unless he got $1 million in the bank and he drives a Range Rover and he owns 3 houses, I just can't be with him. Like, and not only on a like financial or materialistic level, but they have high standards when like just like interpersonal ways. Like you need to talk to them in a certain type of way. You need to take them on certain type of dates. You have to court them. You know, they're very traditional in the way that they want to be dated, and they need a lot of attention. They want you texting them good morning and good night every day, and how's your day, and I'm sending you flowers to your job, and it's like, it's too much. They need a lot. But Sagittarius love to be in love. And it's funny because I said this in one of my videos, like in one of my other Zodiac videos, and people in the comments were like, that's not true. Sagittarius are independent. the two can coexist. Are you dumb? You can enjoy your independence, but also enjoy being in a relationship. Like, if you equate being in a relationship to not being an independent person, seek therapy. Much like Cancer, Sagittarius can be like, don't even have a dream about being in a relationship with someone else. Not gonna happen. I'll kill you and I'll kill her too. But Sagittarius can also be like slow to commit to you. Like, until they see that you checked all their boxes, sometimes they can be like, you know, I'm gonna make us sit in the talking stage for a whole year before I really let you know that I want us to be in a relationship, you know? And that's usually Sag men. I feel and I see that Sag women are a little bit more willing to settle. Sag men are usually the ones that are like, unless you check all my boxes and you talk to me the way I want you to, and you treat me how I want you to, and you give off the energy I want you to, then I just won't have it. Capricorns. I feel some type of way about Capricorns, and I don't like when people talk bad about Capricorns because I'm a Capricorn moon, and sometimes I feel more like a Capricorn than a Cancer. Capricorns, the reason they are single is because they are cold. And they're not really cold, but they want you to think that they're cold. They're super emotionally detached, emotionally unavailable, closed off, icebox where my heart used to be. Phone. It's all phony though. It's all fake. Capricorns want you to feel like they don't need you. Okay, Capricorns want you to feel like you're an accessory. You are not the whole outfit. Capricorns need you to understand that with or without you, they're fine. Even if they're not, because a lot of times they really aren't and it's a facade, but they need you. It's like a power trip thing. They need you to feel like they're fine without you. Capricorns do not fall hard and fast. You have to work if you want a Capricorn, okay? You gotta be you gotta show some consistency. You gotta act like you got some sense. You gotta have it together. If the Capricorns are not satisfied, they're just gonna cheat on you. I'm so sorry. Don't be mad at me if you're dating a Capricorn and you don't like that I just said it. It's true. Go to couples therapy. I don't know what to tell you. Next is Aquarius. Aquarius is very interesting in relationships. They kind of like to half-ass their relationships sometimes. Like, I know my boyfriend or girlfriend's gonna be really mad at me for doing this, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Like, she'll get over it. They're that type of partner. And they usually need somebody that is physically attractive because they like to show off. When you're with an Aquarius, they want to take pictures with you and post pictures and videos, and they want to show the world how in love you guys are, even if you aren't really. That's just how they are. And they kind of romanticize a lot. And so they take breakups really hard because like they could be in like a ridiculous relationship, but in their head it's like this was the best thing that ever happened to me. But it's like, no, Karen, it wasn't. It was toxic. Mental connections are really important when it comes to Aquariuses. Oh, this is what I forgot. If there's one reason that an Aquarius is single, it's because of the drama. The drama. A lot of Aquariuses need some type of drama. They're the type that like is gonna start an argument with you for no reason, but they just want to see if you care about it. Aquarius is most likely to bring you home to your parents knowing that they want to approve of you. It's like, just need a little bit of drama. Just like, F it. Just come on, come over. My mom's gonna hate you. It'll be great. And the last of the signs is Pisces. Last but not least. Pisces, you are single because you're shy. You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to leave, not even just shy, just unavailable maybe would be a better word, or like closed, isolated, reclusive, lonely. Pisces don't want to leave their house. Pisces is the type of person that sits in their basement all day playing video games, works a stay-at-home job because they don't want to leave the house, gets their groceries ordered on Instacart because they don't want to leave the house to go grocery shopping. Pisces is those people that's at a party and they're like, you know what? I've just got to leave. Like, the energy in here is really affecting me. Like, that's a Pisces. But Pisces, like Cancers, and they're both water signs, so like I think that's where the similarity comes from. But Pisces, like Cancers, are all or nothing. They are, I love you. I'm obsessed with you. Let's get married tomorrow. Let's have a baby. I'm pregnant. You know, they're that. Or they're like, I can't stand you. Please don't text me. Don't talk to me for a week. I'm gonna block your number and take some time to sort things out. And they're always analyzing. Pisces can ruin a relationship because they're always overthinking everything. Like, the good morning text he sent me yesterday and the good morning text he sent me today have different emojis. He's mad at me. You know what I mean? Pisces are those type of people. Wow, this was fun. Yet another video of me sitting down talking trash about everybody's zodiac sign. I can't wait to read the comments that are gonna drag me and call me a whiny, emotional bee because I'm a Cancer and I'm talking bad about everybody's sign. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new here, then subscribe. Check out my other zodiac videos and my other non-zodiac sign videos because like, I'm really versatile. Head on over to Instagram and follow me because my goal for 2020 is 100K. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Fuck it, check me out. I hit your phone like, what's up when you try and get this?